Joe here, and I just wanted to kind of give you a little rundown on this 1982 Gibson Les Paul Standard in wine red. So I just got this one a few months ago, and I bought it because I've been after kind of a wine red Les Paul Standard vintage, and it's also the same year as my birth year, so I thought, how fitting. And I believe it's the first year that Gibson kind of went back to kind of more normal, traditional looking headstocks without that kind of weird boat paddle that they had in the 70s and earlier 80s, I guess. So yeah, it's been through quite a lot. As you can see, there's some decent wear on the guitar. And I'll just kind of run you through what I've done to it personally. I did all the work myself in restoring it. So let's see. We'll start at the headstock. I didn't change anything. So these are the original Gibson chrome tuners. See if you can see them there. Kinda. They work great, so no need to change them. Now I did change all the frets. I refretted it myself with Jescar Extra Jumbo or Super Jumbo nickel frets, and because of that I had to change the nut, of course, so I made a new nut out of a Graphtec Tusk nut in vintage white, just to kind of match the aesthetics. And I love the Graphtec stuff. It always stays in tune really well and sounds great. Let's see what else. I changed pretty much all the electronics, I would say. The old pots, they were okay. However, they're the 300K pots that they used in the 70s and 80s and just kind of woolly sounding, so I wasn't crazy about those. And I switched them all out for some CTS 500K audio taper pots, wired 50 style. Also put some gold, or sorry, top hat reflector knobs on there too. I also changed out the switch. Someone had already changed it out at some point in its life to some sort of Epiphone switch, so I switched it to a Switchcraft. The pickups were not original, so the Tim Shaws were long gone when I got the guitar. So I put in some Gibson Tradbucker Pro V pickups, which are my favorite Gibson set, I've got to say. And then what else did I do? I switched out the original bridge, not the tailpiece, so I still have the original tailpiece intact. It was the, I forgot what they were called. They didn't have the actual kind of screws here on top. You'll have to tell me in the comments if you remember what they're called. The 80s bridge. But anyway, it was collapsed. So I put in a Tone Pros locking Nashville bridge. Other than that, everything else is original, which isn't much. But the guitar plays killer now. It had the frets that it came with were worn down. I mean, back in those days, Gibson didn't use high fret wire to begin with, so they were already low from the factory, and then years of fret leveling and playing had made them pretty much unplayable, so I had to get rid of them. So it was my first time refretting a guitar, and I figured I better start with my own. And thankfully it went really well, so the guitar plays like a dream now. I'll kind of run you through some tones. And then a little bit of the neck. There you have it. So, that is my 1982 Gibson Les Paul Standard and wine red and everything that I've done to it. So, going to be using this live quite a lot. See you soon. Thanks.